This box has AKNGoes 12-inch precision triangle in it. They sent it to me to test out. I keep it in the box when I'm not using it, but let's open the box, take a look at it, and let me tell you what I really like about this triangle. All right, so this is the triangle, and as most woodworkers know, layout is critical to success, especially as you're getting ready to start working on a project. You really want to make sure you've laid it out correctly, that your cuts are square and true, and then when you're putting stuff together, that your box is square. 90% of woodworking is making boxes in different sizes and shapes, and having a precision measurement tool to make sure that your layout is on point and that your boxes go together square is a huge step up in woodworking. And this is that. This is a precision triangle. You can see on here, it's a 12-inch precision triangle. It's actually a little bigger than 12. This will measure out to 12 inches, you see there. And then there's that little nub on the end. So it's a little bigger than 12 and a little bigger than 12. It's also a metric tool. Flip it around and it becomes now it's a 300 millimeter precision triangle. Again, it's a little bigger than 300, but you get the idea. One of the first things I did was I wanted, hey, is this thing square? Because if it's not square, it's not precision, it's not going to matter. So I grabbed the most square thing I have, threw it on there, and check that out. We are good and square up and down. You turn around, you go the other way, and I find the same result. We are good and square there. So that's what I expected. I've got several other tools from AKNGoes. They're all dialed in, and they're just great tools for layout. So what are the ways you're going to use this? Obviously you could use this when setting up a cut. Maybe you're using a track saw and you want to make sure you are square to your edge. This actually has a nice little lip on the bottom that you can hook into your workpiece, and then you can track perpendicular to your edge down the side. So maybe you're squaring up your track saw, or maybe you use a clamping guide for a circular saw. This is a great way to square that up to your edge so you can do that perpendicular cut that you need to make. Maybe you are checking square on a box that you've already put together. This edge, again, will sit flat. It'll sit up on your surface, and you can just slide that in and make sure that your cabinet is square or your box is square. Drawer box, same thing. You can set this in there and you can make sure it's nice and square. You're going to get a lot more accurate result over a long distance with a big square like this than you do with like a 6-inch speed square or a 4-inch triangle, or a 1, 2, 3 block, something like that. That's small, doesn't have the long legs that this thing does. You're not able to check quite as long of a distance. This is just going to give you a better idea over long distances whether or not you're staying square. You can use this as a measuring device. That's the metric side. You can use this as a measuring device. It does have graduations on there. It starts at 0 right here above the lip and runs up. I don't use it that way. I use it to check square or to set square as I'm getting ready to make cuts. So if that's what you're looking to grab, this 12-inch precision triangle, it's a great size. It's a great deal, and it's a quality precision measuring tool. It is really going to help you in your layout and in your woodworking.